Welcome back to Age of Engineering episode 3, and well, I've built things in a little bit better. So if we head back here, you'll see what I've done. We've got our machines here like before. We've got a cable running down, although I think I'm going to change that to run behind here just because some of these are furnaces and I need the bottom side. However, we got some bat boxes. I made a couple of them up, and just a brief point there, if I just pop this away, you'll see the output side, which is the dot. Higher tiers have multiple dots, but this tier has just one, is pointing towards me. And then that's the case in both of them. So they're acting as a combined battery there, rather than just a single battery. Okay, so up here we've got a generator. That's feeding into one of the input sides. It doesn't really matter other than it's not the dotted side. And you'll see these have power in them. So if I just pop in some coal coke, yep, it's going to power up. So that'll serve as some kind of stored power, and I'm just going to feed in manually for the moment. I'll figure out something more automated a little bit later. One thing I did want to start with, just a couple of things. Am I going to need the compressor anymore? I don't think I am. So I'm going to make some of these universal fuel cells and the glass panes. Yeah, let's just make a few of those, put them in the compressor, and walk away. So we'll come back to that. So what I else want to create is a injector upgrade, just because these two machines, they work very well together. So we're going to get them to work really well together just by, hopefully I've got some tin plates in my inventory. I do, just one of them. And that will mean that this should eject into a nearby machine that will take the output, in this case, the electric furnace. So if I say, I don't know if I can put this back in. No, I can't. Let me just grab a piece of iron just to demonstrate. Well, hopefully demonstrate. Okay, it's processing. Obviously no overclocker upgrades, so it's not processing very fast, but it is processing. And when it gets to the end, hopefully it will go into another machine. It does. Great. And the furnace will take it. That's why I need the bottom side. I need to output into perhaps this chest, and I'm short of hoppers to do it. So I guess I can just use one hopper and put the chest here instead of here. Not decided yet. Anyway, we got that working. The next thing we need to do is craft a few more things. We need 2 more items, an electric heater. And that means a battery, some iron item casings. So it's iron tin item casings. Okay. Electric circuit and heat conductor, which is just some of these. So I'm going to need an electric heater. Does the blast furnace also take one of those heat conductors? It does. So do I have any of the tin item casings? Tin plate? No, it's the iron item casings I'm looking for. I have enough for the... Let's just grab 2 of those, because we're going to need 1. It's going to be a little bit slow, but that should do fine. And then I'm going to want the metal former in this mode. I think I have more metal. I do. Good. Tin item casings, tin plate. Yeah, we're going to need more iron for this. Let me just wait for that to finish, and we'll make the electric heater and what's it called? Blast furnace combo. I'm going to run out of space, however. This is the main power line that runs underneath here, so I may well have to build it, say, back here somewhere. Do I have any tin cable? Copper cable. Have I got tin cable? Let's just take a quick look. I do. Good. Now, if I remember rightly, the blast furnace doesn't actually, where are we? There we go. Doesn't actually take power, but the heater will be behind it, which will take the power. So I'll have something along those lines. And are you finished yet? Yeah, some iron plates. Is that going to take 7 iron? Where are we? 7. Put it back through, and that will make the plates. Yeah, so I may want multiple, but this will do fine for now. Or I could take it back here, maybe. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. There we go. Grab you. And then we don't have the unsightly the mess in the floor. I'm going to be forever cleaning this place up, but that's fine for now. And we'll get that sorted. So we need basic machine casing. Let's pop that down. And the heat conductor. Let's just grab some of the iron item casings and pop that around. Okay, there's the blast furnace. I also need the heater. Okay, so this is a battery. Do we have the items I'm... Oh, that's a good feature. If you hold shift on that, it tells you what you're missing. I very much like that. We've got 2. I'm going to need more tin. Oh, I've got some tin plates. Okay, let's just... And some electric furnace is finished with 1 piece of iron ore. Let me just roll some of this tin. I need actually just 1 for the battery. What else does it need? Insulated tin cable. I think. Do I have 1 spare of that? I do. Good. And I'm going to need copper and an iron plate and more iron item casings. All right, let me make those. And this part of the process, especially when you get to automation, is why you're going to have more than 1 metal former at some point. Assuming we don't get out of the habit of needing metal formers at all. Ooh, looks like we're draining power. Let's out of coal. At least that's 1 indicator that I don't need to automate too much. I can just see the power draining. And iron item casings. Fine. Electric heater. Let's grab you. Okay, so electric heater goes in there. Okay, copper side is the side that transmits the heat. And the blast furnace is going to go right in front of it. Wrong way around. There we go. Okay, heat. No fluid. So we're going to need some iron first of all. Let's just say 4 maybe. And then some of this, which is just air. As far as I know, the blast furnace needs air, heat, and... Yeah, let me just quickly check the back here. Okay, you're going to need coils. Yeah, so we're going to need copper. That's okay, we have copper. Let's just grab that. These coils. So we're going to need extruded copper. I don't want it. That's how much do I get from the metal form? I get 3 per, so I'm going to need... is that 3 from a plate? No, that's 3 from an ingot. Okay, so I'm going to need 3 ingots per, if you like, of each of these. And I need at least 2 coils, maybe 3. So yeah, a few ingots of copper. Let's just say 3, 6. Let's try it with 2 and let's see if we get any further. I'm going to change this to extruding mode. And again, if we had multiple of those, well, we could just drop it in the right one. But that's okay. Okay, so can we now make the coils? If I'm actually selecting you. Let's make 2 coils and let's see if you work. Okay. Currently transmitted heat, maximum transferred heat. And then I'm going to need the air, which is going to fill up. And I'm going to get that back. I can put those back in the compressor. And then the iron. And then we're just going to need, yeah, the heat is started, which is good. And this should translate into steel and slag. The slag we need to make the blast brick, is it? Blast brick, yes. The reinforced one is automatable, the normal one isn't as far as I remember. It certainly wasn't in Project Ozone. So we need to do 4 steel to get 1 set of blast brick. Again, this is 27, so it needs to be 14 lots of this. So 14 lots of 4 is near enough a stack, 56 of steel. So we're going to need quite a bit of iron put through this. and you're out of power. This may be a more of a problem. Are you still heating up? I'm wondering, well, I'm wondering whether one generator is enough. It may not be enough. We may need to build more because the amount of power that it produces, I mean, yeah, you see, it's not producing enough. So I'm going to have a look at some more generators. And more importantly, I guess I'm going to have to get more fuel at that point. Yeah, it's sort of working, but not really. Let's take that out. And are you just going to build if I don't? Are you going to heat this up? It's just building a buffer. That's fine. I can build a buffer up. I'm going to see if we can actually generate the steel with some buffer. Otherwise, I'm going to create more generators, but you've already seen me do that, so I'm not going to do it on camera. Okay, so I've got 2 generators in now, and behind the scenes here, I've rearranged everything. The output is now all on copper. I'll upgrade the inputs as well. I've just turned this, just because I've got this 2-block space, and it's really hard to go that way and then not reconnect everything back in a loop. Not that I think that matters, but, you know, I'm just going to take care of it. And then around here, I did briefly disconnect this to see, well, just to make sure that this isn't going to drain power constantly. So when I disconnected it, note that stayed as it was. That's fine. It's just a buffer that it keeps. And the one thing that does actually disappear, however, is the heat in the blast furnace itself. It stores 8 buckets, essentially, of air. And we have 5 full buckets ready. So there's 13 buckets of air, or fuel cells of air. I really need to get more alabaster to enclose this. Got plenty of basalt, but no alabaster. So let's give this a go. Do I have some steel in my inventory? I do. Let's pop this in. And it should start working. Yeah, is that the heat rising? Yeah, it is rising. Okay, we'll see if this power is enough to actually make some steel. The main problem at the moment is getting enough fuel. We've got quite a bit of power, but without the fuel coming in, or rather, you know, I have to go down into the mine and get coal coke. Well, it's not great. We can, of course, make more of these. Upgrade this to an iron chopper, but actually we need... I don't think I have anything to fertilize this with. Compost. Will that work? Well, we've got wheat and I've got some dirt. Let's give this a go. I just want to see if we can get some quick fuel on our farm. Got some dirt, yeah. So let's just grab that. Put some dirt in the middle, get some compost. Will you let me grow trees, I wonder? Nope. Is it working here? Guess not. Oh well. I'm probably... No, it's not even working on these. Okay, I don't have any bone meal yet because I don't really have any bones for anything because we don't have any skeletons. So, yeah, I thought I'd give it a go. I'll take a quick look and see if there's anything better than me going into the mine again. Well, I do have enough parts to try a different approach. I did make enough for a 3rd generator, which is good because we can use a generator. Let's grab the parts and the battery. And then if we just get some more iron, we could try and get some passive power going, which will really help. So I don't have to get, well, it depends how good this is. We'll see very shortly. It'll maybe help me not have to go to the mine as much. So we got a windmill and I've got some insulated tin cable. And I've got some cobblestone, I guess that's the main thing. I'm going to head up a little bit. You need to make sure you're above level 64, and I'm at 80 on the mining world. So let's just give this a go, and let's head up a bit. So our sort of input's probably around here-ish. It's here, so that's fine. And let's just grab some cobblestone. Okay, so we need to make sure that the windmill is 2 blocks above anything else in like a 9 by 9 radius. So anything else near here should be fine. I'm just going to go pillar up next to it. And I'm going to get a few blocks up. Nothing terribly amazing. I'm not sure if it matters which direction it's facing or anything like that. Just potentially its place in the world is more the problem. So let's face it this direction, shall we? And let's get out of here. There we go. Can we see how much power it's generating though? Let's get out of its way and pop down inside. Let's just get the alabaster roof back in place. At least it's turning. Is actually producing much power. Let's have a look. Well, this is going to be sucking all available power, so that may not be much of an approach. We've got a for steel though. We need another 3 more. Is that enough to maintain it, I wonder though? Are the generators on? Generators aren't on, that's good. That's sort of maintaining. That's assuming that basically this steel furnace is now, I don't think any of the other machines are on, no. So the steel blast furnace is consuming as much power as that can output. But that's fine. If I don't have to go and get coal, I'm a much happier person. So now we're getting ready for Nether. So the easiest way in from here is to make some obsidian. And the fastest way to do that really is just with a smeltery. You can just bucket lava from a fluid tank into the drain itself. Just right click. And of course we can just drag some water and we get molten obsidian. So we just drag 2. And it doesn't really matter which drain I actually put this in, so I can be a little bit imprecise. As long as I remember how many I've put in there, which I've probably forgotten. 8 blocks, we need just 2 more. Okay, and we just knock that back out. If you had a drain exposed, of course, and that does remind me, one of the commenters did say that in the last episode I made lava wood, and there is a faster way to do that. Let me just quickly take a look. That is with the fluid tank itself. You don't need the drain, the spout. You can just put it directly on top of the casting basin. Yeah, there was a viewer call of affecting Hydra. An even better way for the lava wood is just to put the fluid tank on top of the basin and set the bottom side to push. It saves you the redstone for the clock. Yep, that's just fine. So in this case, I guess we just want to pump this back out. It'd be nice once we get to some kind of conduit, I can just automate this. But for the moment, that should do the job just fine. It's actually filling quite quickly. As soon as that actually finishes, yeah, we've got the obsidian on the go. So let's go and see how our steel is going. And the word slowly, it's more glacial than anything else. So let's just quickly take a look back here and make sure this buffer is still working. 9k, yeah. The main thing is it's the buffer slowly depleting because I need to keep making universal fluid cells. They take up more power than this one windmill provides, but at least it's much better than it was. You can see that bar that is actually moving. I promise you it is. It's just extremely slow. However, we've got enough for 4 steel ingots and 4 slag. Great. So what do we need for that calculator while it makes up more? Calculator is the centerpiece, isn't it? The assembly. So we need steel mechanical component. We just need copper for that. Buttons and cobblestone. Okay, so let's just place these around. So expensive to it. It feels so expensive to do this. Okay, so steel mechanical component, and then we got cobblestone. around, and we need buttons. And I think buttons, are they from regular cobblestone or are they from the cooked stone? Does it matter? Yeah, it does matter. Okay, let's just put 4 of those in place then. Let's cook that up. What do we need for the rest of the calculator? I think it's mostly just cobble as well. So cobblestone times 5. Calculator screen. We're going to need a couple more buttons, and that is again cobblestone. So I'm going to need a couple more, please. It's just output into the bottom. I need some redstone, which is fine. Plenty of those while trying to, in vain, hunt for diamonds. Still didn't have much success with that. Anyway, what was I doing? Ah, yeah, we need redstone. Calculator screen. And we just need those 6. We can put those through to make buttons. And the last component is, what was it now? Calculator. Oh, is it just, oh, this is the wrong recipe. I need buttons in here. That makes more sense. Okay, so calculator assembly, screen, 2 buttons. Apparently you only need 2 buttons. It's fine if you just have to type it in 1s and 0s. There's no problem. And cobblestone. And we get the calculator. More importantly, we get the trophy. We've got age 2, the calculation age, and I don't have any space on that side. Let's just put some on this side. Calculator, but that has 9 buttons, 10 buttons on both sides. Don't question the trophies. Don't question the trophies. Okay, so we've got everything done. I have a calculator. Does this actually do anything? No idea. The other thing we actually need is 1 more iron. Yep, and we're going to need slag. And while I'm going, I guess I should put more steel in. It's not going to have enough air, unfortunately, but at least we can get most of that on the go. And then we want a piece of flint. I assume it's just steel and flint. Yeah, flint and steel. We can then pop stuff back in chests outside rather than over here. Yeah, let's just get rid of those and just grab this back. We're going to need a lot of that. I think that was 56 as well, or whatever it was. We'll see shortly. Let's go see if our obsidian's done, and then we'll get into the nether. Which would be a way to close out the episode, unless I die horribly, in which case it'd be a terrible way to close out the episode. Let's just take some seared bricks, and I think I'm going to put this right next to the other portal, and I'm going to need some cobblestone. It is the nether after all. Yeah, and some andesite should do. Is there anything else I can take? Diorite. All of that is fine. I don't think I would have wand. I guess, actually, what does it take to make a wand? Unbreakable wand is another star. Okay, we're not doing that. Diamond, iron. Oh, it's just a iron and 2 sticks. Let's actually make that. Need a couple of sticks. Yeah, that'll donate just fine. And some iron. Just so that we can build up a little kind of room on the other side of the nether without any much interruption. Where's my iron? There it is. So you will do 1, 2, and 3. Iron wand. Okay, let's go and assemble. Another portal. I need some faster way of moving soon. This is too slow. Far, far too slow. But we can put it next to the portal. I just want to keep the noise away from the rest of the base, really. Whatever base we build here. So if I just say that we want the portal, let's give it 5 room, 3, 4, 5, and then start the portal there. So we're going to have a couple in the floor. And then let's put some cobblestone in place at the top. There we go, that should do. And then let me just assemble a little room around this and we'll come back right back. And this one is terrible. I guess I need the higher end ones. The mode switch only goes between vertical and horizontal. I'm so used to like the unbreakable wand. Yeah, this one goes horizontal and it says vertical, but what use is that? Yeah, I mean, what it is if I do this, you get the idea. It goes that way. So it's sort of okay. I can still build it this way, and then we can go out this way like that. Just not as good as it's not as good as having an unlimited range sort of builder's wand, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll get around it, and this is going to be even. So, what are you doing? Okay. Let's just build this enclosure. There we go. Okay. Now we could have done this like we did in the Project Ozone playthrough, which is to say cheated with wood and fire, but it's fine as it is. Let's strike it up. Alright, test 2. Was I either too high up or too close to that portal? I'm not sure what the rules exactly are for nearing that portal, so let's assume we're too high up. We're down in the mine. Nope, still not working. Does it not work in the mining age? And back in the overworld. There we go. So it is just the mining world that we can't open to the Nether. It's a shame. That would have been a nice shortcut. But anyway, let's go through and see what kind of Nether we get. Oh, please be lucky. Please be lucky. Loading terrain. That's not exactly lucky. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I built the smallest land bridge imaginable, and unfortunately I can't actually harvest ardite. Nor cobalt, it's up there as well. So we need something to give us a little bit of a helping hand. What mining level did it say we needed? Cobalt, okay. Let's go and see what we can do about that. Let's head back over to our base and I'll see you there. So for our improved pick, let's go and create something with Tinker's Construct, something very, very straightforward. Let's just get a stone pickaxe head and let's make a cast out of it. Then, are you finished? Yeah, you are. So let's just put in the pickaxe head and cast that. There we go, that consumes it. And then, let's say 3 iron. Yeah, those are cooking up. And then we're just going to cast an iron pickaxe head. I've created a paper binding already and use a stick as the tool rod unless it needs a explicit tool rod. I've not looked at this version of Tinker's too much. The only thing that I did actually look for is the sharpening stone. So I made a stone version in advance. Oh, sorry, wood. Which one was it? One of these is actually craftable, or it's in. It's craftable in the. In the stations. So yeah, I have a sharpening kit pattern. So I made a stone version, made a cast, poured obsidian into it. So obsidian then gives you mining level cobalt on anything. Yep, you're done. So let's flip you to the bottom and then cast the pickaxe head. There we go. Waiting for it to cool. I do like the new cooling animation. It's a bit too long, but yeah, that's always the case whenever you're waiting for it. So let's drop you into the right tool station. And interestingly, the tool forge needs steel, and a lot of steel. So yeah, we're going to have to do that. Where's my iron pickaxe head? The paper binding, just for writability. And it actually does need a tool rod this time around. Okay. I did make a tool rod pattern just in case. Wooden tool rod. Why? I don't know, but sticks were good enough for our grandfather's versions, should be good enough for us. Okay, iron pickaxe, ecological. I've not looked into the modifiers yet. Okay, so if we just change it to repair mode, can I just put in the obsidian crafting tool somewhere? Or does it need to be in here, maybe? Let's just see if that's the case. Material value, where is... Does it work with my black? No. Let's try with the iron pickaxe. No. No. How does this work? Need to combine with a flint. And iron pickaxe? Nope. Well, I was almost right. Yeah, back in here. Let's just let me just try it with the black quartz. I don't think it will, but if it does, that's great. But where's the no? Let's try it with the iron one. Yeah, there we go. So we get fortified obsidian. So it has a mining level of cobalt. What's the repair material? I may want some moss. Mining level diamond. Fair enough. Okay, let's go and try this out and head back to the Nether. And here we are. Ardite is now mineable. It's a bit slow, but we get some. And can we get to that cobalt? Cobalt is always good. Let's just pop over here. Yep, we can get cobalt as well. And of course that means we can then make a much better mining tool once we have enough steel. The steel is going to limit us for tool forge, and from the tool forge we can get the hammers, and it's the hammers we really want to actually speed up our mining no end. There's more cobalt over there and over there. There's not as many other ores in this pack, which is actually something I'm fairly in favour of. It just means I can get to Ardite and Cobalt easily. When there's extra nether ores, it tends to be, well, just hard to find the essentials. Oh god. Back to the base! Back to the base! And just so this has less of an air of Khazad-dûm from Lord of the Rings, I decided to put a little bit more reinforcement. So I'm a bit safer getting to and from, and there's a nice view as well, of course. And we're back with our haul, and as you can see, there's a bit of a problem. Well, as you can probably hear, maybe faintly. No? Not going to do it now? There we go. The IC2 sound of "you don't have enough power, you idiot," is here, I'm afraid. We're making up Ardite. And of course we get doubling out of it, but yeah, while we were gone it made a couple more steel. This is going to be really quite slow, so I may well make more of those between the episodes. Do I have a chest with those in already? No, let's just put them in here. Okay, so between the episodes, and then what I'm probably going to need to do is get more coal, at least to supplement that, or I could then put, I can convert these over to wind and then put them up there and put them up there. I need to leave 9 blocks, or maybe is it 18 because are they 9 block radius? So maybe 18, so maybe one over there somewhere. And we'll see how much that provides, and we'll see that next episode. I will then try and get more steel, so I may need to make more electric heaters and more, yeah, it's getting starved of power, you can see in there, there's no power. Either that or the wind generator is just not doing enough work. It's deciding not to provide any power. So, of course, we're running out or very low. It's a bit of a luck-based thing, unfortunately. Anyway, that's a pretty good haul. We've got 12 cobalt, and there was more than that in, so that would be 3, so likely 14 Ardite. So we're going to need to make a hammer. We can't make a hammer until we get the tool forge. We can't make a tool forge until we get steel. But we're in the calculation age, so that's good. We've finished the industrial age in not a single episode, in 2 episodes. Hopefully they won't continue to go like that, i.e. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, etc. But we'll see how well it goes. So we've got 2 up and running. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. Feel free to thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, yeah, we'll see you next episode. Thanks for watching.